What started as a simple missed court appearance soon exploded into a legal nightmare stretching across multiple states. North Carolina, Virginia, and Texas all became part of a confusing case centered around one man, Mr. Child Robinson. This courtroom hearing quickly turned into a battle of missing information, conflicting dates, active warrants, and unanswered questions. At one point, even the judge admitted the entire situation felt like a fishing expedition. As the hearing unfolds, the judge struggles to separate facts from confusion. The defense attorney attempts to untangle a timeline filled with contradictions, while Mr. Robinson's mother desperately tries to protect her son from drowning in massive bond payments. And the deeper the court looks into the case, the stranger everything becomes. Virginia claims there is an active fugitive warrant, yet nobody can clearly explain where the official case file is. The sheriff says to contact the clerk. The clerk points toward the detective. The detective claims the case has not even entered the system yet. That kind of confusion is almost unheard of in interstate cases. Normally, extradition warrants are carefully documented with clear filings, case numbers, and bond conditions. But here, Mr. Robinson finds himself trapped in legal limbo, expected to appear in a state that seemingly hasn't fully processed the charges against him. And that was only the beginning. The courtroom becomes even more tense when the defense
was here earlier this week, and I was just appointed. There was a lot of jurisdictions involved in this case. So he is on a fugitive. Well, he's on a fugitive bond out of Virginia, Chesterfield, Virginia.
Oh, I remember now. That's right. Yep.
Here's the homework that I've done. So I contacted the sheriff that put out the warrant for his arrest, and so
From North Carolina?
no, Virginia. So
Right. The original warrants from
Here we hit the first red flag of the entire case. The judge is trying to verify the very existence of Virginia's case, and no one in Virginia can provide information. That's huge. If a state has a fugitive warrant, there should be a case number, a filing, a bond, something. But here, the sheriff says call the clerk. The clerk says call the detective. The detective says the case isn't in the system yet. This kind of ambiguity is incredibly rare. Usually, interstate warrants are tightly logged because they involve extradition. But in this moment, it's clear Virginia wants him, but hasn't processed the underlying case. That creates legal limbo. He's required to appear in a state that hasn't officially charged him. It sets the stage for the chaos that follows.
the original warrants from Virginia.
yes, the original warrant that caused all this stuff is from Virginia. So I talked to the sheriff. The sheriff says, hey, we don't have any info to talk to, or I can't give you info, talk to the district clerk. I talked to the district clerk, hey, when's his case setting? Does he have a bond amount? Is it at zero? What's his case number? There is no case. It's not in the system. We don't have anything in the system. The best we can tell you is call the detective. Okay, so I called the
It's like a fishing expedition.
yeah. So I called the detective, hey, what's going on here? What's the case number? Is there a chance he could post bond out there? How does it work? Well, my understanding is it's kind of like a 2B warrant where he's not in the system yet, but they want him. So at that point, he needs to touch Virginia. So he was in this situation where he had this fugitive warrant in North Carolina. Okay. Now in North Carolina, they hit him with the case, and they also hit him with the fugitive warrant out of Virginia. Now that case, not the fugitive case, but the original case was dismissed because he was arrested before committing a crime. And so they dismissed.
reveals a shocking detail. According to the timeline, North Carolina arrested Mr. Robinson before the alleged crime had even taken place. The judge immediately recognizes the seriousness of the mistake. How do you arrest someone before the crime even happens? That single question exposes what appears to be a major procedural failure by law enforcement. As a result, the conspiracy charge had to be dismissed completely. Suddenly, the defense argument becomes much stronger. Mr. Robinson no longer appears to be simply avoiding the law. Instead, he seems trapped inside a chain reaction of errors created by multiple agencies across several states. But then comes the moment that changes everything. The judge explains clearly that posting bond in North Carolina doesn't.
Wait. What was dismissed?
So he had
In North Carolina?
North Carolina. He had two cases out of North Carolina. One is a charge for felony conspiracies. That
Really?
was dismissed because he was arrested before committing a crime here. I don't know how they put a case on him if he didn't commit a crime there.
Well, that's why it was dismissed. I mean, it looked like they wanted to hit him with a conspiracy, but they arrested him prematurely.
I guess so. And so that one was wiped out. So then the only thing left is the fugitive case from Virginia. Okay, so he's got an answer. So he posted a bond out there. And so he's got until, he hasn't absconded over there technically because his hearing is not until August 14th is when he's supposed to show proof. So he hasn't gone to Virginia yet, but he had until August 14th to do so. And so my argument is he hasn't violated anything in Virginia yet. He is not absconding from Virginia. There is no case in Virginia yet. How they had this fugitive warrant, I have no idea, but I would argue that
The warrant doesn't go away, Ricardo. Just because you post a bond in North Carolina, that gets you out. But the original warrant from Virginia always remains active, and it will always remain active until you go to Virginia. So if, hypothetically speaking, I were to give you a dollar bond now and let you out, you would still have the Virginia warrant. And that warrant will be a balloon or an umbrella over your head, a dark cloud, until you go turn yourself in. The problem is that you got picked up here before going to Virginia. Your first thinking when you got out in North Carolina should have been, you know what? I better go to Virginia before I get busted somehow, some way, somewhere else. But instead, you made the decision to come to Houston.
This is
Not erase the active Virginia warrant. Freedom in one state does not cancel legal problems in another. The judge compares the warrant to a dark cloud hanging over the defendant's head, a constant reminder that the case remains unresolved. Then the court discovers something critical. Instead of traveling to Virginia to address the warrant directly, Mr. Robinson traveled to Houston. That single decision completely changed the direction of the case. As tensions rise, the judge begins speaking directly with Mr. Robinson's mother. Almost immediately, more contradictions appear. She believes the court date is August 2nd. The attorney insists it is August 14th. Meanwhile, the paperwork in front of the judge suggests both dates may belong.
Sympathy for that.
well, because the only argument is he had until the 14th. He did mess up, didn't go directly there. Yes.
And he did theoretically do something because they filed a conspiracy case on him in North Carolina. It's just that whoever the officer was premature. So he muffed up the case.
Assuming what happened in North Carolina, what's the original charge in Virginia? Is it conspiracy as well?
Robbery, threat, and robbery, threat, conspiracy.
Conspiracy, there you go.
Another robbery case.
Another one, but who's to say he hasn't even presented himself? They want him to go turn himself in. Once he presents himself, he will, what's to say they're not going to dismiss it like they did over there? I mean, he's got the opportunity to go and handle it.
How much was the bond that he posted in North Carolina? I know. Amy. Hashem. How much was the bond that he posted in North Carolina? I would be interested. And does North Carolina know that we picked them up? Have they revoked that bond? Or are they going to?
No, I mean, that part Ricardo is correct. He had until 8/14, but the issue is, this is not a good one there, is whatever probable cause the officer had for a traffic infraction or whatever it was that got the probable cause to run the warrant, that can be used to revoke. Now, I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying it wasn't a vacuum. It's not like he walked in the middle of the street, committed no infractions, and an officer just randomly opened his face and said, I know all the information by heart. So he committed some of the infraction for the officer had probable cause to run the first place.
So, Judge, as far as North Carolina is concerned, I got in contact with the PD that handled or who's responsible for his case out there, Mr. Seth Bullard. Now, he let me know what happened out there. He's got until the 14th to turn himself in. I let him know that he's currently in custody here, and if he doesn't get out, he's likely not going to be over there. So he understands that nothing has touched North Carolina based on his arrest here yet because he had until the 14th to resolve that.
It is worth noting that it's about roughly 3-some hours from Virginia to North Carolina. It's about 21 hours to get.
And again, this 20-year-old should have just gone directly to Virginia, but on playing a devil's advocate and advocating for my client, you know, he had until the 14th. Okay.
If history is any indication, we give him a bond. Where's he going to go now?
No, hopefully he goes directly
Mexico?
to Virginia. No, hopefully he goes directly to Virginia, and we're not here in this position anymore. He goes to Virginia, touches there, and handles his business, because this is the second time he's been picked up on this Virginia issue.
You know what they say about assumptions, right? What should I do, Mr. Robinson?
He hasn't messed up in your court yet, Judge. And technically, he hasn't messed up in North Carolina yet.
A bond was paid, so money's already down.
Yeah.
Second here in Virginia.
Yeah, that's an opportunity for him to make it right. I'm fighting for the
I
opportunity.
wouldn't have talked to Mom.
do that. Let me see. I want to talk to this number. Yeah, that's the number.
And what's your name?
Davida Robinson. Davida.
Is this Miss Davida? Hi, my name is David Fleischer. I'm a judge here in Harris County. And you have a Trenol Robinson Ramirez.
That's correct.
Who is that?
That is my son.
You know, I've got him in front of me now. I've got his defense lawyer with me right now. I've also got the state of Texas, the prosecutors with me. And what we're doing is we're debating whether to give him a bond because he's wanted out of Virginia for, what is it, guys?
Robbery threat and robbery threat.
So for a couple robbery cases.
Onto entirely separate proceedings in North Carolina. The confusion grows worse by the minute. This moment reveals one of the biggest problems in interstate legal cases. Families are often given incomplete or inaccurate information by bonding companies. After posting a $20,000 bond, Mr. Robinson's mother believed she understood the legal timeline. But the documents before the court tell a completely different story. Then comes the most shocking moment of the hearing. The mother claims she posted not only a $20,000 bond, but also a separate $75,000 bond connected to the case. The judge immediately notices a serious problem. According to Virginia law, no bond can be posted unless the defendant physically appears in Virginia.
Bond in North Carolina.
20,000.
Do you realize what happens if he takes off?
That's why I've been trying to get him out of there because he has to be in court on the 2nd.
On the 2nd?
Yes, sir.
We've been hearing here that he's got to be in the court on the 14th. Hey, ma'am,
Virginia paper.
let's do this. Can you send Ricardo, the defense lawyer, a copy of the paperwork that you have saying the August 2nd date? Whatever you have saying August 2nd, can you send a copy of that to Ricardo? I'll give you his phone number. Take a picture of it and send and text it to him so we can take a look at it.
Yes, sir.
We can go straight to the horse's mouth with the detective from Virginia. I have his number.
But he wouldn't control the courts.
I got the number of the courts where they're going to tell you it's not in the system also.
Just give it a second, Ricardo. I mean, we've taken this much time anyways. Let's just see what she has.
Okay, sounds good, Judge.
What's the harm? We're here anyways. It's 7 o'clock.
Hello?
Miss Davida?
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Judge Fleischer.
Yes, sir. Did you get the paperwork?
We did. And the deal is this, is that it looks as if that they had charged him with a conspiracy case in North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
That case was dismissed from what they're telling me. Let me see.
That's both their cases, 704 is North Carolina, the room number is for the North Carolina setting. So 82 and 814 for what we're both in North Carolina until 82 got dismissed. So 814.
The case from 8-2, according to the defense lawyer here, Ricardo, that case was dismissed.
Okay.
So you no longer have to worry about it.
Thank you.
The only case that's in play now is the Virginia case where Mr. Robinson has to make it up to Virginia by 8:14.
Okay, that won't be a problem.
Hold on a second.
He needs to show proof in North Carolina that he's handled Virginia by 8:14, but there really is no setting in Virginia yet. So ideally, he's going to go touch base with this sheriff or detective and let them know, hey,
He has to go turn himself in. That's bottom line.
yeah, in Virginia.
So
yes.
what has to happen is he has to go turn himself in to Virginia by 8:14.
Okay.
North Carolina.
He has to show proof to us here in Harris County and to North Carolina. If he does that and proof is shown, both of those cases, the fugitive cases out of North Carolina and here in Houston, will be dismissed.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I am going to set bond at the same amount as the other one. It's the only way that he's going to get it.
Here's the thing, though, Judge. My understanding is they didn't have to post 100% bond in North Carolina for some reason. I think it works differently out there. You could inquire as to how much was actually posted. I don't think the full.
How much did you post of the $20,000 bond in North Carolina?
5,000.
That's too low for me. I'm not doing 5,000.
Okay.
I'm telling you that now because I number one, I don't trust Mr. Robinson, and I need to know that there's enough blood in the game that he's gonna actually make it.
He got another one that I just wanted him out on the 75,000 one. I saw paperwork of that one as well.
What case is that?
That's for the Virginia. His attorney has the $75,000 bond and the $20,000 I sent him yesterday.
If he posted that $75,000 bond, then this case should go bye-bye.
So, Judge, that's not for Virginia. She posted.
We had the lawyer had both of those bonds, 5,000 and 20,000.
Let me see.
Both of those cases are here.
Because I have to show him that I posted both bonds for North Carolina.
Both of you are speaking. I can't hear. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Tell me what you were going to say, ma'am, please.
I signed both paperwork for both bonds, the 75,000 and the 20,000 to his attorney yesterday by bill text.
To get out of North Carolina.
Judge, my client is telling me, and I don't have access to Virginia, but he's saying that they did post a bond in Virginia?
That's how I got out of North Carolina.
If you posted bond out of that jurisdiction, then our case should go away. But we need proof of that.
I brought the paperwork to the precinct. They told me I had to talk to the attorney.
If you
She sent me the paperwork. That paper.
look at this, hey, come in. Look at this. Okay. Look at this last page.
Virginia first. So where exactly did the $75,000 go? The courtroom falls into confusion once again. The judge explains that many families mistakenly believe paying bond in one state automatically clears warrants in another. Legally, that is not true, and misunderstandings like this can become devastatingly expensive. By this stage, the family may already be facing more than $100,000 in combined bond obligations, all while the Virginia warrant remains fully active. Finally, the judge receives direct confirmation from Virginia itself. The warrant is still active. No bond has been posted there, and Mr. Robinson must physically appear in Virginia before anything can move forward. That single confirmation finally cuts through.
So he is out on 2 bonds as of now.
No, that last page day says that he posted a 75,000, but and I don't know where that paperwork is from.
Judge, this is interesting what my client's telling me. Tell me what you just told me.
They dropped the warrant when I posted my bond in North Carolina. Virginia dropped the warrant, and I had to post that bond to get out of North Carolina. They was holding me.
That's what we need, but Dane needs to be able to verify that. If he can verify that you posted bond in Virginia, then this thing goes away.
I posted bond from Greens Point Bell's bond. I think they should have the paperwork.
I don't understand. This is still talking about the North Carolina, though. Were you trying to post this?
Does that not say that bond was posted in Virginia? Why would you come to Houston in the first place?
Because they told me he didn't have to appear into Virginia
That's what I was
until
thinking.
August.
Why go immediately when they give you a couple weeks, right? Why would you go turn yourself in? I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They told me we had all the way until the 14th to be back in Virginia.
Dave, who wants to go early? Right?
And this is Mockingbird, I want
Do you
to say
want to
North
see
Carolina.
if
I ended up having to post another bond because they wouldn't release him on the first. That's how we even signed it. I didn't even know anything about Virginia until I posted the first bond. I had to remake an additional bond for the $75,000 bond for out of Virginia so he can be released.
I don't want to just set a bond now. You put up $20,000 for nothing.
Yeah, just so we don't go in circles, what I will do is I will call Virginia after docket today, and I will make sure to get something in writing from both the court and the sheriff's office there that they have not released the whole. But, and I say the second part because I cannot give out legal advice, is if and when your son returns to Virginia, is you need to go out of your way to contact North Carolina. Because bonding companies, they make a living and they're not gonna go out of their way to return your money. So you need to contact all the places that you posted a bond for, and you need to be able to file the paperwork, okay?
Dang, Dave, you're so nice.
Okay, well, I'll just wait and see what tomorrow.
So we're gonna roll this to tomorrow then.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's regroup tomorrow. We'll see. You know, the idea is that your mom's posting all this money for you, man. So number one, I hope you appreciate it. Number two, we're gonna roll it to make sure that she doesn't have to pony up and put a ton of more money. You know, because it's a lot of money, and you know, I don't know if she's rich or not, but a lot of people just don't want to give up 20 grand just for, you know.
There's an astronomical small chance that Virginia actually did release the whole in the last 48 some odd hours. And
Hours of confusion, contradictions, and misinformation. It proves the judge was right to slow the process down and verify every detail personally. Because in interstate legal cases, one misunderstanding can destroy finances, complicate freedom, and turn a single missed court appearance into a full-blown multi-state legal disaster.